Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys have a really great day today. What's going on? I know some of you guys don't normally don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but here in the U.S. everything's closed, and yeah, there's a couple stores open, but mainly everything's closed. What's going on with Pisces? Dagaz. Well, I like that. Dagaz is Pisces energy, by the way. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah. And this is some sort of, you see it's shaped like a butterfly. This is like some sort of transformation. Yeah. So something is definitely changing. What else? Kenaz. Well, now this is awesome because Kenaz is light, okay? And this is also a sign of victory. Something here is transforming, and you're going to have some sort of a victory on something, Pisces. Some sort of light. Both of these runes represent light. This is talking about daylight, and this is talking about a flame. What's going on with Pisces? I should say a torch, a flame, torch. Othala. Othala. That's interesting. This could be a couple things, Pisces. Othala is also Pisces energy. It's in reverse. There could be something going on here with the family. It doesn't have to be. This could be us. But I kind of feel with this victory here and this transformation, I don't really think that if this is us, it's not going to last very long. This is too happy. So I'm kind of feeling this is like somebody, in your energy that could possibly be, in the family. Somebody was telling me, oh yeah, you say family, but it's just my close friend. It could be like that, It's somebody that you might consider that, family or something. Yeah. What else? Wunjo. Wow, what a great rune. Yeah, this definitely ain't us. That is not us, Pisces. That's somebody else. That's somebody that's not happy. But this Wunjo here, this is definitely us. This is our happiness. And it's really a very positive, it's a very, very positive rune because, it's talking about accepting this victory. See this victory right here? It's talking about accepting this victory. Yeah. And Pisces, focus on the positive, focus on things that work. Don't focus on the negative or things that don't work. Wunjo is kind of funny that way. So it's like stay positive, and focus on what works. That's what it's saying. And trust that you're on the right path because actually you are. You're walking down you're walking down the right path. So that's really kind of good news. What else is going on here with Pisces? Thurisaz. Okay. Well, Pisces, I know that you're walking down the right path, but Thurisaz here is some sort of a difficult situation. All right. Yeah, this is a difficult situation. The thing about Thurisaz here is, it talks about protection. All right, and I really appreciate this, and we're protected. This is telling us this is protection. Okay. And you see that thorn where it's pointing away from us. This is us over here. This is pointing right over here towards the next person that we're going to get into their energy. All right. But all the runes are our energy as well. But whatever this difficult situation here is, it's transforming. And you're going to have a victory over it. So if this Othala is you, it's very short-lived. Extremely short-lived. Yeah. If you're unhappy, you're not gonna be unhappy very long. Yeah, because this is happiness and joy. But I think that this is somebody else. I really do, because it just seems too positive. So, somebody could be unhappy. What else is going on? Kenaz again. Now, how interesting is that? This is kind of like, it looks really good, honestly. It looks good. So far. And I like this victory symbol pointing right back at us. Huh. What else? Laguz is Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with somebody with Aquarius in their chart. Doesn't have to be. Yeah. How interesting is that? These look like really good runes so far. I don't really have much to say. Let's just continue and see what else. Barkana in reverse. So there's some sort of blockage here, Pisces, with this person. Because I see Barkana right here. This person probably has some family problems. It seems to me like, this is Laguz. This is flowing water. It's needing to flow. But Barkana here is in its way. Yeah. So, to me, this is like, somebody that has got some sort of a block. They want to move forward, but, they can't. And this person might come across as very how did I say that word again? Oh gosh, I just cannot say that word. But they're, they come across really, as a really bright person. This is light. Yeah. I'm going to have to clarify this, but, there's some sort of block that is going on that's keeping them from actually moving forward. And that's what I can see so far. Jera. Well, this transformation, Pisces, this transformation, this victory that we're going to accept is inevitable. It's inevitable. This is Jera. This is a breakthrough, all right? So we're having some sort of a big victory here very, very soon. If it hasn't happened yet, it's coming very soon. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, Pisces, my readings go out a couple of days, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to pull some cards out here. I want to clarify this person over here. What's going on with Pisces? What's going on with this person here? Got the Two of Pentacles. This person's juggling something for sure. And it looks like they're kind of like chilling. This is reminding me of exactly like what I said here with Barkana. There's some sort of a block. This is most likely something to do with their family, you know, something to do with something about a family. I feel that this person's got some family issues. And whatever it is, they're juggling something, and they're sitting there taking a break and waiting for something to move forward. You see that Righto right there moving forward. Righto is travel and movement. So let's clarify. Let's see what else. The Lovers. Well, you know, the Lovers is a choice as well. I gotta have to get another card here because it doesn't, I don't really, I'm feeling that this is not necessarily like your standard meaning, you know what I mean? I see Gabo in here, which is some sort of connection. Let's get another card. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So, you know, Pisces, this could be a man. This could be a man. Doesn't have to be. We all have masculine and feminine, you know, energies in us. So, because I see the King of Pentacles here, but this person's definitely juggling something. And, you know, this person here is got something going on here, and they're in some sort of an emotional turmoil, see, but they prefer stability over emotional risks. Yeah, they prefer some sort of emotional security over taking some sort of an emotional risk. And this is one of the problems here that's keeping them stuck and stagnant. Yeah, I kind of feel like they want to escape something toxic, but they're kind of stuck where they're at. But, you know, the thing about it is, you know, this, you know, with the Lovers here, I feel that this is kind of like partially some sort of hesitation in some way, shape, or form, because I see Barkana right here. And it seems to me like, you know, they're waiting. Do you see him sitting there? It looks like he's just sitting there waiting. Yeah, it kind of feels like, you know, he's waiting. He or she, you know, is waiting until they feel 100%, you know, secure before making that move. And, you know, like I said, here's Righto right there. That's movement. So, yeah. And, you know, they realize that they can't juggle forever. They can't do this forever. They can't do that. And, you know, I see it right here with Jera. Eventually, it's going to have to give. This is a guaranteed breakthrough for us. And this is them knowing that this, you know, this whatever is going to happen is going to happen. You know, interesting. What else is going on with Pisces? The Tower. Ooh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got the Tower. What's going on with the Tower? You know, the Tower doesn't necessarily have to be bad. The Tower is like some sort of sudden change or, you know, something that we definitely cannot control. You know, that's for sure. Something is definitely shocking and crumbling or something. What else? Well, the six of swords. Wow. So this is the shocker right here. See the Tower? And we're moving away from this difficult situation. See this difficult situation right here? We're moving away from it. This is transformation. Yeah. And this is a guaranteed breakthrough. Yeah. I like it. Some of you guys could be actually moving pretty soon as well. This could be actually a physical move for someone too. My cards are all coming out sideways. There we go. Let's get another card. Ah, the Queen of Wands. Well, now this is kind of awesome here because, you know, this is somebody, this is us. That we've been through, you know, this is us, you know, we've been through hell. You know, we've been through the Tower. We've been through the Tower. We moved away from it. We survived the Tower. We came out, we walked out of the Tower. We've moved away from this difficult situation, and this is us, the Queen of Wands. It's moving away. This is the Queen of Wands, you know, confidence, independence, charisma. That's the word I wanted to say, charisma. Yeah, this person over here has a lot of charisma too, but they're blocked. I don't know why I have such a hard time with that word. But you can see on the Queen of Wands here, you know, it's got the sun. It's touching Pertho. This is some sort of fate, okay? This is some sort of fate, Pisces. And, you know, we've been getting Pertho and the blank rune a lot, you know, in these past few readings. So this is something that is fated to come. Some sort of, you know, this is really great, you know. Confidence, charisma, independence. Abundance. I like it. Let's get some more. Let's get a couple of these Moonology cards. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way, Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Yeah. And it's always good to meditate and contemplate, Pisces. That will really help you. I mean, it helps me out greatly. It's a real good way to heal yourself. Let's get some of these warm runes. These are from Ireland and Scotland, you guys. Yeah, they're pretty old. They go back to the Roman Empire, to before then. Farron. I like Farron. Farron's a good rune. See, she's just sitting there playing her guitar, chilling by the tree. What else? Alim. Well, somebody could be pregnant too. This is, you know, see, she's pregnant. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean you're pregnant, though. It could be you have a great idea that you're about ready to give birth to. Could be something like that. What else? Let's get another card. And Gort. Gort is the ivy, so that's a really good one there too as well. All right, Pisces, let me grab my book. So let's get here into Farron. Where'd you go, Farron? There's Shailia. There's Farron right there. And this is like the alder tree. Okay? Yeah. And that means, Farron means alder. That's the meaning of it. And as far as divination-wise going, this is talking about spiritual guidance and creativity. It's also talking about choices. Yeah. Emotional safety and protecting yourself from harm. So, you may want to, talk to somebody that you trust highly. This is talking about, maybe consulting with somebody that you trust, and and just make sure that you're using your instincts. As long as you're doing that, I feel that you're on the right track. Lagoose here is going with the flow, and this is on, these runes are ours as well, and this is clear water. This is being able to see what's really going on. So yeah, as long as you're using that and gathering information for the future, that's a good thing as well. All right, so that's what that's talking about. Now we'll go over here to Elim. And this is really an awesome rune because it's talking about joy and euphoria. See, there's the joy and euphoria, the happiness. It sure is. And it says here that you might be on the threshold for something new and exciting, but be patient. This could be that exciting new idea that you have. See, she's pregnant with something. It could be like an idea. It doesn't necessarily have to be pregnancy. Fir tree is known for its height, and it gives you a beautiful perspective that can change your opinion easily. Elim will make you rise above your current position and see things clearly from above. So yeah, I like that. Let's get over here to Gort. Where's Gort go? There it is. Okay. So Gort is the ivy tree, like I said. And this is talking about, well, actually, the meaning of Gort is field and garden. Yeah. And it's the ivy. And the meaning is spiral, stubbornness, wildness, development, abundance, gratitude, rest, and reawakening. So it's a very positive card. This is talking about expansion, expanding. Ivies represent ambition because it has the ability to grow where most plants can't grow. Ivy can grow right up on the wall. You know what I mean? And so this is just saying to use your unique abilities to overcome obstacles that seem impossible, and keep pursuing your goals and dreams, even if things maybe seem slow right now. Okay, just keep up the persistence. You're on the right track. You're doing the right thing, whatever it is that you're doing, because I see it. So yeah, I really like this. It's a really good reading. Let's get some of these shadow cards. What's going on with Pisces? Can't forgive. A heavy burden holds you captive in the past, trapping you in a cycle of resentment. So yeah, don't sweat that stuff, Pisces. Let the past go. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't want. This is for somebody for sure. We need to let go of the past. What else is going on with Pisces? Lack of empathy. Unable to truly understand others, leading to conflicts and a lack of compassion. Wow. That's deep. These are shadow cards, and I'm glad that I pull them out, you guys, because, this brings it to the surface so it can be healed. okay? Sometimes I might come across as, you know, having lack of empathy, and I don't mean to come across like that. It's just like, you know, if I'm in a big city and I got, you know, 18 million people begging me for change, I definitely kind of come off with that lack of empathy. What's going on with Pisces? Intolerance. Differences are seen as threats rather than growth opportunities. Be inclusive. Be inclusive, Pisces. Let's get some of these, some of the really nice cards here. Well, they're all nice cards. But these are the Mystic Forest cards. What's going on with Pisces? Everything is here. Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and the now. Live in the present moment and be grateful for what you have. That's awesome. And that's all about Wunjo. That's all about happiness and joy. It sure is. What else? No pressure. No pressure. When you want more, don't push yourself or others to get more. Give more of your pure, genuine self, and life will immediately and effortlessly match it. I like that. Let's get one more. Embodiment. Now's the time to make your mark in the world. You decide what feels right to you. Embody your leadership power and create your world out of your deepest desires. I really like that there, Pisces. That's an awesome reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys again tomorrow. And by the way, happy Thanksgiving again. All right, you guys? All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.